Essa é a anedota engraçada de como Patrick Stewart conheceu Messi. O professor Xavier de X-Men esteve cara a cara com Maradona e Cristiano Ronaldo, mas sua esposa só estava interessada em Léo. Então ela realizou seu sonho.
I took, not a selfie, I took a photograph of Lionel Messi and my wife side by side. And then his wife said, and I want a photograph with you.
A Pulga é alguém que acende paixões em qualquer lugar. Tanto é que até mesmo as estrelas de Hollywood sonham em conhecê-lo.
This hand was actually in the hand of Lionel Messi on Monday night. Not because I particularly wanted to meet him, but my wife did. Lionel Messi converted her to soccer. She had no interest in it at all until she saw how this man played ball. And I knew he was going to be at this event. I'd accepted an invitation to present an award because I'm also president of the academy of a Premiership football team in England, team I've supported since I was 7. And I knew there would be a lot of great, because it was an international event. It wasn't just the British Football League. And I didn't know that Messi would be there. But I hoped that he would, and I told my wife, if he's there, I will do everything in my power to bring the two of you face to face. And she said, what if he becomes my celebrity pass? I said, that's fine by me.
Messi apareceu, mas chegar até ele se tornou uma tarefa difícil.
It was really, really hard because there was security like you've never seen. You know, it might have been the royal family in attendance because there was Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo and there was the other great Argentinian, an old guy now. Maradona, thank you, Diego Maradona, la mano de Dios. He actually handed a ball into the net of the British goal in a match once, and you couldn't get to them. I was sitting on the front row, but right at one end of the cinema, and all these guys were at the other end of the cinema. And I decided when the show is over, I'm going to make a run for it. And they were saying, thank you, everybody. What a great night. Thank you. Wonderful. Come again next year. Blah, 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 blah. And I turned to my wife and said, you follow me and stay close. And I shot along the front of the theater, between the edge of the stage and the front row. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me.
Parecia que havia uma emergência, mas era o completo oposto. A urgência era conhecer Messi e nada mais importava.
Excuse me, I was saying, it's Patrick, I was saying, I'm sorry, I so embarrassed myself. I was saying, I'm Patrick Stewart, thinking it might have some impact. I arrived at and they were going, yeah, okay. And I saw Cristiano Ronaldo look up and go, oh, who's this guy? And I couldn't see Leo. He wasn't. He had actually turned around and bent down over his seat, and he's quite short. And so he just vanished behind everybody. And I stood behind him, and then he stood up and turned around, and we were face to face. And his face, you see, this is very emotional for me. He just beamed into my face. And I said, Señor Messi, por favor, mi esposa. And they shook hands, and then I said, can I please take a photograph of the two of you together? So I took not a selfie, I took a photograph of Lionel Messi and my wife side by side. And then his wife said, and I want a photograph with you.
A reunião marcou Patrick e sua esposa. Isso é claro, pois não é todo dia que você conhece um dos melhores jogadores de futebol da história.
That was only 4 nights ago. And as you can see, I'm still a little stimulated by it.
A verdade é que a história de Patrick Stewart serve para exemplificar o que Lionel Messi significa para o mundo. E isso é evidente, já que ele é alguém que ultrapassou todas as fronteiras e se tornou um ícone que todos querem conhecer, independentemente de você ser um fã de futebol ou não. E cada pessoa que teve o privilégio de estar com ele tem uma anedota para contar sobre aquele momento incrível.
I knew that he was well, his wife is a really big fan, and I guess he listens to my music through her. But they'd tried to come to a couple of gigs, so that's why when I went to watch the game, they said afterwards he wants to say hi, and it wasn't like a. Because I'd known that he'd been trying to come to. I did a gig 2 days before, and they were trying to come to that, so it sort of made sense. But yeah, man, he's like an incredible player. He actually scored his first goal for PSG that night, so it was an amazing evening to see a stadium erupt.
Não importa o quão famoso você seja, nem qual seja a sua posição no mundo, Messi sempre será alguém para se conhecer.
We're honored to make you an honorary member and present you with your very own jersey commemorating the 2010 championship.
That's a good-looking jersey.
And as you know, the number 10 is the leader. So
Absolutely. That is me and Messi. We're right up there. Absolutely.
So
Thank you so much.
A verdade é que o momento em que você chega a conhecer o ídolo de dezenas de milhões de pessoas, como é o caso de Lionel Messi, você deve valorizá-lo para sempre. E isso é algo que Patrick Stewart sabe muito bem, já que não podia deixar de fantasiar sobre tudo que teve que passar para realizar o sonho de sua esposa de conhecer o melhor jogador do mundo.
You see, this is very emotional for me. He just beamed into my face. And I said, Senor Messi, por favor, mi esposa. And they shook hands, and then I said, can I please take a photograph of the two of you together? So I took not a selfie, I took a photograph of Lionel Messi and my wife side by side. And then his wife said, and I want a photograph with you.